truck in for its first service appointment here. This is the Sanderson Ford dealership in Glendale, Arizona. I had to come over here on this side of town because the lifts at the dealership closer to my house don't have the capability of lifting a full-size truck, which is weird. So I had a couple people out here complimenting the truck and its originality and condition. So I'm excited to get some maintenance started out on it. Gonna check and see if the diner's open. Kind of cool, they actually have a little place to eat here. It's 1950s themed, so let's check this thing out. This is pretty cool. Wow. We are all set, and I've got to say I'm impressed with these guys at Sanderson. It was a super quick turnaround, less than an hour I was in there, and comprehensive service and efficient delivery, and they love the truck, so awesome. Super huge thanks to Brian and Chestaline from Tennessee, who sent me a Ford branded baseball cap that I will proudly wear when I drive my 1994 F-250. It's even the right color, royal blue. By the way, it is eclipse day, and I happen to see the unique shadows there on the concrete. It's about the only indication here in Arizona that anything's even happening. Although the sun, I would say, is maybe a little bit muted, but pretty cool. Got the toolbox disconnected here and gonna remove that at this point in time. Toolbox is removed. This bed liner is also coming out, as well as the rails here I'm gonna have removed, and then when the spray-in bed liner takes place, it will basically go up over the edges and have a clean line along the side here. Just tried my tape player for the first time, and unfortunately not working. Darn it! I think these cup holders were made for Chili's salsa to-go cups. Getting the truck tinted by my friend Omar. And you can barely tell, but it does have tint right now. It's just that the glass has got blemishes throughout, and see this like stripe here. So gonna get that readdressed. There's some blemishes here in it, and we're just gonna go with like 35%. Pretty mild tint job for this. And wow, I am very happy with that look. Super clean, super nice. I received my replacement side moldings for the F-250. I'm not gonna unwrap these kind of socks they're in right now, but basically you can see, not so much on the driver's side, but the passenger side, the moldings have a very clear issue with sort of a delamination here, especially this piece right here. You can see this is kind of just flaking off. So they make replicas through a company called LMC Truck, and that's what I ended up going with. So I'm gonna have those installed, probably just do all 4 pieces on this side of the truck, maybe leave these ones on this side alone. Yikes. Next thing I'm working on is these camper tie downs that are on either side of the bed. They're attached behind the bed liner. Then I'm just gonna reach here with a 14mm socket and get them off. There we go. All set. Working on getting this bed liner ready to pull out finally, and check out the amount of garbage this thing has been harboring for 30 years. I can't wait to get this entire drop-in bed liner pulled out and get the truck sprayed out and properly rhino lined. One thing that's going to have to be addressed prior to the spray and bed liner is both sides of the bed have a variety of holes drilled in them here from some of the camper attachment stuff or whatever else was going on here. So I'm going to have these welded over and maybe have this primed up to a certain point just as a prep step prior to spraying in the bed liner. Wow, what a mess underneath there. I do believe I'm gonna head straight to the car wash and get this power washed out. I just met a friend at the car wash. Would you believe it? A blue and white two-tone, same year, two-wheel drive, long bed, and we're just checking his truck out now. Another necessity I'm thinking before anything happens back here, paint or liner wise, I want to have that dent fixed from the wheel well so that it looks as clean as this side. Finally getting a chance to ditch these fog lamps. Pretty easy access overall. There's one bracket here, and then I have to access it from the inside of the wheel well to get the other one right there. Much better. Gonna work on side steps now. Got to get these suckers yanked off. That's pretty straightforward, it looks like. It's been for sure one of the most frustrating ordeals of my life. These steps have carriage bolts on top. This one just kept spinning. And by the way, this ignition beep won't go away even when I have the key out or whatever, so I gotta address that later. But I finally got this whole bottom piece busted out, basically, and I'm holding it with some vice grips so that it can't spin as I twist it with this 13 millimeter from underneath. Sorry for the beeping, but I just about got it. That was more than I bargained for, and now I have a number of holes on the door sill. I'm gonna wait and open this so you don't have to listen to that beep. But they do make aluminum door sill plates that can go over this area, so we'll have to see the best solution for that as we get going. Doing some additional analysis on why this became such an ordeal. On each side of the truck, one came out easily and one was an absolute B. So this is the one on the right that had, I almost want to say maybe they had Loctite on it or something, because it was just not going anywhere. And wow. Feeling pretty good about today's progress. Now I just need to get those little brackets removed. So this one I don't have access to. The bumper needs to come off because there's something on the inner brace support there that doesn't give access to the 18 millimeter bolt. But at least the obviously ugly fog lights are gone, as well as the 4x4 badges gone here at the side steps. Window visors, I still need to clean up the goop, but those are gone. The diamond plate bed rails are gone. The bed liner is gone. The toolbox is gone. All this stuff that had been added on, I just want this truck to look a little more factory. Now that I have the goop cleaned up, you can see there are indeed two sets of holes here. So I don't know if that's because there were originally a different type of side steps on the truck and then they were filled with plugs or what, but I'm trying to debate whether I want to go ahead and have this section welded and repainted or just put one of those replacement aluminum covers over it. I'll have to see what you all think.